Give it up for the Elizabethton Cyclones. Let's go. Y'all can say hey, y'all can say ho. Get the party started, Cyclone. Let's go. Y'all can say hey, y'all can say ho. Get the party started, Cyclone. Let's go. Everybody in the house, get 'em up, get 'em up. Everybody.
Good evening, Cyclone fans, and welcome to the state championship ring ceremony here at Citizens Bank Stadium, home of your two-time defending Class 4A state champions, the Elizabethton Fighting Cyclones. This is a very special night that almost could not happen. At this time last summer, it looked like COVID-19 pandemic would shut down any hope of defending a state title. Due to the hard work of the TSSAA and our administration, coaches, players, and staff, the 2020 season was able to start on time, and the Cyclones were able to play a full season. They are forever grateful to the fans that were able to come to games and those that watched or listened at home for their continued support throughout the season. So tonight we celebrate and honor a team of perfection, not once but twice. This team, especially the senior class of Deuce Morton, Jordan Killian, Braden Hawley, Ladarian Avery, Caleb Batchelder, Colby Garland, Wesley Irwin, Cole Morgenstern, Cam Smith, Nick Vanover, Gabe Barclay, Dakota Christian, and Hunter Swink solidified their place in Cyclone history by going 30-0 during the past two seasons and winning back-to-back state championships. As of tonight, this group of seniors is the winningest team in school history. They've scored over 2,000 points while only allowing less than 800 during their four-year career. Their career record is 49-5. This season began on August 21st against rival 6A Science Hill Hilltoppers. A convincing 30-8 win had the Cyclone faithful believing the Cyclones could go back-to-back. A dominating 58-7 win over conference foe Sullivan East set up a game against 5A, the Daniel Boone Trailblazers. The Cyclones saw themselves fall behind for the first time this season. The Cyclones rallied back to take the lead in the fourth quarter. They showed their championship pride by stopping the Trailblazers on 3 consecutive plays on the goal line. Mr. Football, Parker Hughes, blocked the game-winning field goal, keeping the Cyclones' winning streak alive. The Cyclones went on the road, defeating Granger 63-16 and 5A Cherokee High School 56-0, before returning home against 6A William Blount Governors. The Cyclones jumped out to an early lead and never looked back, winning in convincing fashion 56-8 behind the stingy defense led by seniors Deuce Morton and Ladarian Avery. After Union County forfeited due to COVID, the Cyclones traveled to conference rival Greenville High School, where the Cyclones had not won during Coach Witten's tenure. The Cyclones took a halftime lead on a field goal by Sean Smithdale and a perfectly executed 2-minute drive by Mr. Football finalist Bryson Rollins. The Cyclones came out in the second half and showed why they are ranked the #1 team in the state by shutting out the Green Devils. The Cyclones completed their second straight perfect regular season by beating Sullivan South Rebels in Death Valley 42-14 and Sullivan Central 70-34 on senior night here at Citizens Bank Stadium. Like the rest of the season, both games exhibited the dominance of the offensive line led by its seniors. East Ridge traveled from Chattanooga to face the Cyclones in the first round of the Class 4A playoffs. Like the previous season, the Cyclones dominated all phases of the game in a 55-34 victory over the Pioneers. The Cyclones hosted the Hurricanes of East Hamilton in the second round. The Cyclones led the Hurricanes' high-powered passing attack to 1 touchdown on their way to defeating the Hurricanes 35-7, setting up the rematch against the Greenville Green Devils.
Okay, let's go to Elizabethton, Tennessee, where we're in the third round. This could be a trap game for the Cyclones as they take on Greenville Green Devils. And there's some of the Greenville, looks like the little Santa elves there. Anyway, Bryson Rollins goes high. This guy, he finds his favorite receiver. Oh, dropped by Parker Hughes. Rarely do you see that.
On November the 11th, a well-prepared Green Devil team came into Citizens Bank Stadium determined to take their place back on top of Class 4A. The Cyclones defense reminded Greenville why they are still the king of 4A. A talented Greenville team showed their grit by scoring on 3 big plays, twice taking the lead. A mature and seasoned Cyclone team never panicked. 2 big receptions by Jake Roberts and Braden Hawley put the Cyclones in scoring position, and relying on their running game in the second half, the Cyclones took a 24-20 lead as the fourth quarter was coming to a close. A final drive by the Green Devils was halted by Parker Hughes' interception, sealing the Cyclones' fourth consecutive win over the Green Devils. Like the 2019 season, the road to the state championship went through Nolensville High School, but this time the Cyclones would have to make the 4.5-hour drive to Murfreesboro. A game that many pundits would say would be close ended with a 56-21 beatdown of the Knights. The Cyclones, along with Cyclone Nation, traveled back to Cookeville to take on the 11-3 Haywood Tomcats in Tucker Stadium on the Tennessee Tech campus.
Elizabethton fans, are you?
In front of a packed stands of orange and black, the Cyclones show why they are the defending champs by jumping out to an early lead on a Parker Hughes touchdown run and never looked back. MVP Jake Roberts added 2 touchdowns while the defense shut down a high-powered offense, and the offensive line dominated the game in the trenches. The Cyclones extended their 30-game win streak with a convincing 41-14 win over the Tomcats to become back-to-back state champions. Tonight we honor these players by presenting them with their state championship ring. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in recognizing these players, coaches, support staff, and administration for earning the title of 2-time defending Class 4A state champions.